All right. Ladies and gentlemen, there are our teams. Membrey is indeed out. Can somebody tell me, is Dean out because of his... Is Membrey being managed or like sort of just given some time to spend with his... What's that? His kid. Newborn is what we'll call the child. Fuck me. Will Hayes back in the extended squad. So let's look here. Charlie Dean, consideration. Lipinski in. Myercheck in. Will Parker, Ed Allen, Bo in as well. So hold on. So it could just be Bo, Brody, and Lipper for Jeremy, Dan, and Tim. That's what we're saying, yeah? Managed, okay. So that is the final flock, isn't it? Is there anyone here that's already on the... So obviously Patrick Lipinski already on the field, yeah? Myercheck already on the field. And we have Bo McCreary over here along with... Geez, so... Does that mean Rowan still keeps his spot? Hold on. So we definitely need to make... We definitely need to bring Lipinski in. We definitely need to bring Myercheck in. We definitely need to bring Bo McCreary in. There's questions around Charlie Dean and Ed Allen, I would say. Even Will Parker, just because of... If we're missing a bit of carry or distribution across the halfback without Dan Hewson. And Perryman, I don't know if Perryman has as much dash as what Will Parker could provide us. Oh, Charlie Dean is full back. Okay. So Charlie Dean, all right, well, Charlie Dean is in. So that's 4 ins. 4 definite ins. 1, 2, 3, 4. So who makes way? So it would have to be either Rowan Steele, Tom Mitchell's in the firing line as well. What do we say? Mason Cox could be. Maybe Mason Cox. If we keep Mason Cox in the side, it'll be the first time we've played with... Like, that's the biggest we've been since the game against West Coast. And that didn't really work out entirely. I know we got Darcy and Jackson. However, like, McStay could just play second ruck like he has done so. Interesting. Membrey's managed. Well, congratulations to Dean. He gets that opportunity. Seems like there's a bit more to unfurl over the next coming 24 hours, because the final squad will be announced at around 5:30, which we'll do a live stream for. Just looking at what else is of interest here. I'd like to see Steele Sidebottom get more midfield time than 15%, like he did against Gold Coast. I'd like to see Lipinski back on a wing where he plays his best footy, and he did really well as a high half-forward flanker. But with Bo McCreary back in the side and Lockie Schultz there from last week, I think it's time to put Lipinski in his best position and let him continue with his unbelievable form with his kicks going inside 50. Yeah, so Membrey's out. Okay, again, if Membrey's out, we're probably not going to be that tall. So you got Mason Cox. So obviously Pendles doesn't get rested, Bo a lot. Yeah, so we got Mason Cox who will stay then. So really, guys, it's just out of Tom Mitchell and Rowan Steele. I think Markov is more than safe at the moment. I really think he's doing quite well. Is Young back? Hayden Young is back, by the way. Okay. That's huge for them. That is huge. Do they bring him on as a sub? He is by far and away their best player when they're up and about. So he'll be one to watch, and hopefully Collingwood give him the full respect. He's been out of the game for a little bit, so we need to remember very quickly before he reminds us that he is probably the best player at the Dockers when playing and when healthy and in form. And then we've got to watch out for this man. I don't know. This guy is good. He just doesn't really scare me. I don't know. I might eat my words. I might eat my words. So, anything else that we want to see here? Jack Crisp is listed as an on-baller. I don't think he's played much midfield time at all. So we're going to bring some speed in against maybe we do bring in some speed in on ball against the younger Fremantle team who their midfield is superior. One of the most superior in the league, which then just points to the fact that Tom Mitchell is in even more trouble. I think he's in some danger with selection. He passed the test against Carlton, which we all knew was sort of, what's the term? It was a bit of a gimme in the sense that it was Carlton. They were good in the contest, but they suck on the outside. They're not going to hurt you with their speed on and their quality on the outside, which means it played right into the game that Tom Mitchell likes, and that's an inside type of game. Yeah, this is a game where he could potentially get exposed. So if he stays in the side, we'll find out about that. If he doesn't stay in the side, I worry for his position for the rest of the year. But it's just funny, guys, like how much a week changes with regard to the picture of selection. After Carlton, we were all loving Tom Mitchell, but in the back of our mind, we kind of knew that it was just Carlton. So let's see how he goes against Gold Coast. And statistically, he did okay, but watching him, he just didn't quite pass the eye test. I'm hoping, even with Dan Houston out, I am hoping that Josh Dacos gets some time on ball, even if it's a quarter. That means, Markov is going to be important with his ball use. Harry Perryman, at the start of the year, watching him at GWS, I actually rated his distribution, but I think he can be a little bit. He's not a bad kick. He's just a bit. He doesn't have that. I feel like he's always just slamming the ball on his foot sometimes. He kind of reminds me of a defender version of Tom Mitchell, if that makes sense. I just feel like Tom Mitchell sometimes he just puts the ball in the boot when he could settle for a second. I feel like Perryman does that a little bit in the back line. So I don't think we're going to be overly reliant on his ball use unless I'm seeing something else. But Braden Maynard, good ball user. Charlie Dean, guys, I tell you what he does bring to the side is good distribution. And if he's confident and he has the ball in hand, he actually goes quite well with his ball use. And then even Darcy Moore, even Darce can do things by his foot, sometimes a little bit clumsy as well. That is the final flock, ladies and gentlemen. So that is part 1 of the final flock. Tomorrow we'll be back for the final flock. And until then, go Pies.